Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That sounds better. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That sounds better. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Alright, let's close all these. Let me see the chat if anybody actually shows up. Alright. Think that might be it. Just turn the mic up a little bit more. Get it so it's nice and loud so people can hear me. So I'm not sure how loud this is going to be, but we'll see. Alright. Here we go. Now I use Adobe Premiere to edit because it has all the I know all the keyboard shortcuts, so that's what I use. I use the JKNL, INO, the semicolon and quotes to do most of the editing, so that's how that works. So we'll go back here. I did a little bit of editing. I'm 2 minutes in. Let's see. If the audio is too loud in Adobe Premiere, just let me know. I think I can turn it down. I'm not sure how, but I think I can just do it here. Might work. All right, so I cut out all these gaps, breaths, all that stuff, so it makes one continuous smooth thing. Player. You will continue. So like this, I just put an endpoint and outpoint, cut it. You will continue to take turns until you pass another player's token. Over to here, input, output, cut it. Sometimes you'll have to adjust, slide this over if it's too close, or if you want a nice pause in there. Well, then just do that. You pass another player's token. If you move on to a player's token. If you move on to a space with another truck, your truck goes on top. We'll cut out all this crap here. Your truck goes on top. If 2 or more truck tokens are on the same space, the player whose token is on top is consistent. So I don't like these heavy breaths on here, so I always take those out. And use the arrow keys left and right for even better control of moving. Put an output. Usually edit that crap out. Go back a little bit. On top. It's considered to be furthest back and is the active player. So put an out there because I know that's ended. On your turn, choose one of the following 3 actions. So that sounds good. So we'll put an out here, cut all that space out. Furthest back and is the active player. On your turn, choose one of the following 3 actions. So we'll obviously cut out that. So we'll put an end mark there. Restock. So we will back up a little bit. So there's a little bit of a pause there. Out. Cut all that out. Cut your thing off. Just like that. Following 3 actions. Restock. Restock. What is this? Stock. Draw. Alright, so we'll cut a little bit of this out. Draw up to 5 treat cards by moving your truck token the same number of spaces clockwise. See, we'll make that one continuous sentence. No breath. Your truck token the same number of spaces clockwise along the road. Attract customers. So that's the next one. So we'll leave a little pause in between that and the end of that other sentence. Clockwise along the road. Attract customers. So it might not be enough, so I just take my cursor here, drag it over so there's a nice pause in between so people know that it's a next segment. So a nice pause in between so people know that it's a next segment. All right. Attract customers. Plus okay, so attract customers. So that was that. Put an endpoint there, and I think I messed up here. Plus place a treat token. Out. Cut all that crap out. Serve customers. Place a treat token from. Now the key that does that is your quotes or, your quote key. That just it's called a rolling edit. Squeezes all that crap together. So attract customers. Place a treat token from your hand under your truck card by paying its cost in it. Place a treat card for so I decided to redo that whole section. So I will go back here. Place a treat token from your hand under your truck card by paying its cost in it. Put it out there. Cut out that whole bad section. Just that easy. Is there anybody here? No. All right, let's go back over here. It says 1 person watching. I think that's probably me, though. Oh, well. I will continue talking like there is somebody here watching me. All right, back to editing. Place a treat card from your hand under your truck card by paying its time cost. All right, so that sounded good. We'll leave that. In and out, we'll get rid of the space. Serve customer. So we'll add a little bit of space here so people know it's a different section. By paying its time cost. Serve customers. Discard treat cards matching a customer's demand and move forward 1 space on the road. We got all this space here. The restock action. So we'll go back a little bit here, leave a little bit of space because this is a whole new section. Out, cut. The restock action. Alright, so we get rid of this, leave a little bit of space. Draw up to 5 treat cards by moving your truck token the number of spaces clockwise along the road. First, decide how many cards, 1 through 5, you wish to draw before beginning to draw cards. So some reason I didn't like this before when I was recording it. So I did it again. So we'll go here, edit that out. You wish to draw before beginning to draw cards. So you have to declare how many cards you're going to draw first, then move your ice cream truck the appropriate amount of spaces. Draw cards. Declare that number to the other players. 4. Alright, so there we go. Other players. Note, there is no limit to the number of cards you may have in your hand, but that's very important. But players may not draw more than 5 cards during a single restock action. Next, move your truck token along the road a number of spaces equal to this little key. Make this one continuous sentence, get rid of that ugly breath. So the CF spaces equal to the number you declared. All right, so this is obviously going to the next segment. So we'll put a input there. Last. Oh, get rid of that. Let's just do your Mendes spaces equal to the number you declared. Last, draw the number of cards you declared. You may draw from you may draw like my first you may draw. You may draw you may draw from you may draw I like that. All right. It makes me laugh. All right, so we'll put an end there. Draw from you may draw from the three of them. So I don't like any of those you may draws. So we will put it out there and cut them both out. It's just that simple. All right. That's good. We haven't dropped a single frame. Excellent. Draw of cards you declared. You may draw from the 3 face-up cards or the top card of the deck. When a face-up... Alright, so we need to cut out this, make one nice continuous sentence. When a face-up card of the deck. When a face-up card is drawn, it is immediately replaced with the top card of the deck. Anytime the deck is empty, shuffle a discard pile to create a new deck. There you go. Remember that. Very important. A new deck. In the rare occasion that the discard pile is empty when the deck runs out, the active player may... The active player may restock by drawing cards randomly from the player or players with the most cards in their hand. Now I've gotten a few plays in of this game, and I have yet to see that happen. All right. So this is obviously the start of a new segment. So we put an in by hitting the I key, and you can jog forward real fast by double clicking on the L, move it forward real fast. The K key will stop it, and the J key will go back the other way real fast. See? By drawing cards randomly from the player or players with the most cards in their hand. I find it real fast to be able to edit like this. It's a J, K, and L key because everything happens real smoothly. Like this. The attract customers. Right. So this would be some lip smack in there. I can hear it in my headphones. I always take those out because I really hate that noise and it drives me crazy. Excuse me. In their hand. The attract customers action. All right, so that's another little section. So we'll put a little space in between there, so it makes sense. The most cards in their hand. The attract customers action. There we go. Place a card from your hand under your truck by paying its... Place a card... All right. So I didn't like... I messed up there. I do have trouble talking sometimes. Place a card... Place a card from your hand under your truck by paying its... Place a card from your hand under your truck card by paying its time cost. First, move your truck token along the road a number of spaces equal to the time cost. Right, we'll go back here and fix that. That's right here. The attract customers action. Place a card from your hand under your truck. Right, so I guess we're editing out this place here. And place a card from your hand under your truck by paying its... Place a card... Well, get rid of that. Customers action. Place a card from your hand under your truck card by paying its time cost. First, move your truck token along the road a number its time cost. So we'll get rid of that. First, sheriff. So here, out, which is O, quotes, ripple edit. Cost. First, move. Get rid of this breath because I don't like it. But I will leave the space. So I won't do a ripple edit on that. That'll just be a normal edit. First, cut edit. Move your truck token along the road a number of spaces equal. So I don't like this space or that breath. So we'll put an in. and out, and we'll cut it. Equal to the time cost. Runs a little smoother now. Number of spaces equal to the time cost of the card you wish to play. A treat card's time cost is shown on the megaphone symbol in the top right corner. Boston. Now, I'll probably, with this video, when I put it up on YouTube, is going to have more pictures than the first one did, so you'll see examples when each segment comes up in the rules. I think Josh Mills said he was going to get me some pictures and stuff, but if not, I can just capture them from the PDF rules. In the top right corner. Next, place a treat card. Get rid of all that. Let's listen to this. Treat card's time cost is shown on the megaphone symbol in the top right corner. Next, place a treat card under your truck card. Arrange near. Alright. Next, place a treat card under your truck card. Arrange your treat card under your truck card. Arranged so the two rows of customers are still visible. Okay, that's cool. So we get rid of this. Alright. Next, place a treat card under your truck card. Arrange near. Alright, so all that sound is working. I was double checking the sound. Alright. The rest of the card is hidden from view. Get rid of this slurp. I do a lot of slurping when I talk, and that's also very annoying. This card is hidden from view. Your customers are now ready to be served. Ready to be served. Note. So there should be a little pause between that, so it sounds normal. The rest of the card is hidden from view. Your customers are now ready to be served. Note. If there is already a card under your truck card, you may return the current card to your hand. Oh, to your hand. Your hand and play a new one, paying the appropriate time cost for the new card. I forgot all about that, and I read these rules. You don't want that in there. We get rid of that. The serve first. All right. Oh, close all that. Appropriate time cost for the new card. The serve customers action. Discard treat cards matching a customer's order and move one. Discard. Right, so I didn't like this. That I was doing here. The serve customers action. So we'll go to here, put an input. Discard treat cards matching a customer's order and move one. And you move it forward, out. We'll cut all that out. Nice ripple edit. Closes there. This closes the gap nicely. The new card. The serve customers action. Discard treat cards matching a customer's order and move forward one space on the road. First, First, fulfill the order of your topmost customer by discarding matching treat cards from your hand. You must be able to complete their order. That's the speed I usually do this stuff as. In full. Just click it. It's all pretty much second nature now. Done a lot of editing with this. I still the type of treat a card provides whole sections out sometimes by accident, but it's easy with the Control Z to just undo stuff. Is shown in the cooler symbol in the top left corner. Note. Note. Should have a little gap in there. So let's see how this is. Note. You may also fulfill orders by discarding wild pop tokens or by taking advantage of permanent supply bonuses. Oh, and I love them permanent supply bonuses that get your engine a-running. Alright, so this is a new section. We'll cut that out. See if it's a nice gap. Supply bonuses. Next. Put a little bit of space in there. Bonuses. Next. Slide the card upward underneath your truck card so the served customer is no longer visible. If you serve the last customer on the card, it is completed.
Yay, it's complete.
Video mix is completed. Rotate it and move it under the left side of your truck card. Rotate it and move it under the
Okay, I knew I didn't like that rotated. So we gotta cut it off and rotate it.
Completed. Rotated it.
So we need to put a right on this line.
Rotate it and move it under the left side of your truck card. Rotate it and move it.
Okay, so put it out here. Cut that bad section out.
It is completed. Rotate it and move it under the left side of your truck card so only the rewards are visible.
So obviously this is another section here. I don't know what's going on with my last pass, but it seems to be freaking out over here. Not now. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can just sign out of it right now. Alright. So that way it won't be bothering me and driving me freaking crazy. Alright. So still only one person watching, which is probably me. Let's see if I can retweet my tweet. Get somebody in there watching. Just for the hell of it. Get some feedback. Retweet this. Retweet it. There we go. Get somebody watching me do this. Need some feedback. Alright, back over here. Go back here. See what this is.
Cards, so only the rewards are visible.
A lot of big gap there. So I got the input marker already set. So we go here, pause, put an out, eliminate that whole space. It's just
the rewards are visible. Last, move your truck. Get
rid of this gap here. Too much of a pause.
Rewards are visible. Last, move your truck token 1 space along the road.
Get rid of that gap
along the road. Wild pop token.
Alright, so this is a whole new section. So you will slide that over.
Truck token 1 space along the road. Wild pop tokens.
They are delicious. They are actually the colorful rocket pops you get from the ice cream truck. And one of my favorites, other than the push-up. The push-up will always be the favorite from the ice cream truck.
On the road. Wild pop tokens.
So that's...
When you end your movement,
that's funny. That's funny. That makes me laugh right there. All right, so input there.
When you end it,
put it out right after those 2 big spikes there. We get rid of those outs. Cut it. Back here and always listen. You always want to go back and listen to your edits. If you don't, you could be just screwing something up.
Wild pop tokens. When you end your movement on a space that contains a wild pop token, pick it up.
You do have to end your movement. You can't just pass over it. It's very specific in the rules that you have to end on that pothole. You can't be driving past it and just pick it up as you're moving, which makes sense because that'd be pretty much impossible.
Pick it up and place it in front of you. You may use a wild pop token to replace any one tree card required by a customer's order.
Customer's order. There you go. All right, input, output, edit.
After using a wild pop token, return it to the road board in the next unoccupied pothole space in front of the furthest forward truck token.
See, it's a pothole. There's ice cream just sitting in potholes. Were they falling off the truck? I don't know. But they're still delicious. You know, we picked this ice cream up off the ground, out of a pothole, which on the board has water in the potholes, but we're still serving it to the kids. All right.
Space in
So
front
we
of
go
the
back,
furthest
listen
forward
to the
truck
brake.
token. Each pothole space
Edit
can only
is
hold
good.
1 wild pop token.
So we'll put an input, zoom on over, put out, edit. That's with the JK and L keys, just like that. So we go back and listen to it.
Pop token. There are 2 types of rewards.
We'll put it out there, get rid of this whole huge
Rewards.
break. And out, edit. That easy.
Rewards.
Put that there. Dun, dun. We might put a little bit of a space.
Rewards.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's move this down a little bit. It might be too far. We go like that. Yeah. See how that sounds.
There are 2 types of rewards. Rewards. There are two types.
All right. What did I do here? I think I messed something up.
Wild pop token. There are 2 types of rewards. Rewards. There are two types of rewards.
Okay, I did mess it up. I skipped the headline when I went to rewards in my reading. So we'll put an input here to start where we're going to edit.
There are 2 types of rewards. Rewards. There are 2 types.
Okay, so I do the rewards here.
Rewards.
So we get rid of this. We just need to get rid of this block here. So we'll put an out right here. Ripple edit it.
Hold 1 wild pop token. Rewards. There are 2 types. There are 2
Input.
There are 2 types.
Out, edit. Head itches. All right.
There are 2 types of rewards you may receive by completing a card. Permanent supply bonuses and loyalty points. The rewards received from and loyalty points. The rewards points. The rewards received from completing a card are shown along its bottom edge.
Now, in a minute here, for some reason,
bottom edge.
I have a hard time
permanent
saying
supply
loyalty.
bonus provides a treat of the type shown when serving customers.
Of course, that might have been on my first attempt of trying to do these rules.
Customers. Reducing the number of cards of that type you will need to fulfill an order by 1.
Yes. That's how you get your engine rolling.
Fulfill an order by 1. Note, permanent supply bonuses also allow you to claim location cards.
Yes, they do, and those can be the deciding factor in every game.
Cards. Loyalty points, rewards. Rewards. Loyalty point rewards count towards...
Yeah, see, I was having a hard time saying loyalty. And I don't know why that was coming out so bad last night.
Loyalty points, rewards.
No, actually, it's a weird sentence I was trying to read.
Claim location cards. Loyalty point rewards count toward the game end trigger. Location cards. And trigger. Location cards.
Not sure what that noise is.
When you have permanent supply cinema value.
All right. Oh, we get rid of it, whatever it was, because it sounded creepy. All right, here we go.
When you have permanent supply bonuses equal to a location card's demand, immediately claim the top location card of the appropriate stack, if any remain. A location will.
So I've been editing this video now. As you can see, I'm at the 6-minute mark, and I've been streaming for a half hour. So people saying that, this stuff isn't hard. Well, May not be hard, but it is very, very time consuming. Editing, if you edit your podcast or edit your recordings, it takes a long time to do it. So just so you know, so you can appreciate what people are doing when they're editing these stuff.
Yeah,
and I edit every one of my
recordings.
recordings.
Demand is shown along the top of its card. The park has a demand for three permanent cone supply bonuses. You may only collect one location card of each type, but you may collect
Need to cut this out. It's an example and it doesn't make any sense. Can we get rid of it? Get rid of this whole section.
Demand is shown along the top of its card. You may only collect one location card of each type, but you may collect any number of money.
So hear that pop right here?
Yes.
This T right here, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like that. But I'm going to leave the space. So it sounds like
one
this
location card of each type, but you may collect any number of different types. Location
put a little bit more of a gap in between here by sliding this over a little bit. There we go.
Different types. Location cards are worth loyalty points, which count toward the game end trigger.
All right. Input. Output. Edit.
Game end. Gameplay continues until the game end is triggered by a player accumulating at least 9 loyalty points.
All right, I'm going to get rid of this here. So you might not be able to hear it on your end, but I can hear it in my headphones, and drives me nuts.
Accumulating at least 9 loyalty points. Loyalty points.
There I go. This is where I start.
Loyalty points reward.
I can't say loyalty.
Loyalty point rewards and location loyalty points. Man, I can't say loyalty. Loyalty point rewards and location loyalty points are both considered.
There's a whole section of me not being able to say loyalty. Still can't say it. Like realty or rural. Those are just stupid words. All right, so let's see how this sounds.
Player accumulating at least 9 loyalty points. Loyalty point rewards and location loyalty points are both considered when triggering.
See how much better that sounds. Do a little bit of editing
when triggering the game end.
You just got to set some time back to do it. Get it done. And if you learn these keys to JKNL, of course, I don't know what program you're using to edit, but I know Sony Vegas uses the JKNL, INO, and the ripple and cut edits. So once you learn those keyword shortcuts, your editing can just fly. Makes it go way faster, and
the player who triggered the game end will take no further turns, but all other players may continue taking turns.
All right. Get rid of this pause here. See, Control Z. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to ripple edit, just like that. Most of the time, I ain't even got to look at the keyboard
until their truck tokens pass that player. Afterwards, players calculate their scores.
We're almost done with this.
Scoring.
I used to do this with a. In fact, I still like to do it better with a mechanical keyboard, but I got one of these G510S's from Logitech, and it's a nice keyboard. It's a little too soft for me. I really like the mechanical keyboards for that clickiness and the. You know you're doing something when you're pressing a button, but it doesn't really lend itself to streaming or recording because, well, it makes a hell of a lot of noise.
Scoring. Your score is calculated by adding loyalty points from your claimed location cards and loyalty points. And loyalty is loyal.
All right, so I obviously didn't like what was coming. So I started again.
And loyalty points and loyalty point rewards from completed cards. The player with
Alright, so it's just that one section.
Points.
So we'll put it out here, cut it.
And loyalty
And it makes a whole lot more
location
sense.
cards and loyalty point rewards from completed cards. The player with the highest score wins. In case of a tie, the player furthest back on the road wins. Variant will...
Okay, now we're getting into the variants. So I will cut all this space out. We'll leave that nice little gap there to know that a transition's coming.
Variant 1. Treat tokens.
Treat tokens. Yee-hoo!
Instead of only using the wild pop tokens, mix up all the different treat tokens in the top of the box without looking.
There we go.
During setup, randomly draw and place treat tokens on the pothole spaces. Pick up treat tokens in the same way as the basic rules, but immediately refill the pothole space with a random treatment area.
See, I like this variant. I need to play this variant. You're randomly putting treat tokens out. I like
a random treat token from the box. You may use treat tokens in the same way as wild pop tokens, but only for the type of treat shown on the token.
Makes sense. All right, let me cut this little gap out here of breathing and pausing.
After using a treat token, return it to the box top and mix it with the rest.
Then draw a new one. Well, draw a new one first, then you add it to it. All right, so you can do that edit there.
Rest. Variant 2.
So that's a new variant. So we'll want to slide this over so it's a gap. So there's that nice pause and know that a new segment is coming.
Mix it with the rest. Variant 2.
See, it's just
ice
enough.
cream everywhere.
Oh, cut.
Instead of only using the wild pop tokens, mix up all the different treat tokens in the top of the box without looking. During setup, place a randomly drawn treat token on every space of the road board, starting with the first pothole space. During setup,
So I ran out of breath about here.
Starting with the first pothole space.
Pothole. So we get rid of that. Back up to here.
During setup,
During setup. Back up one. Input.
During setup, place a randomly drawn treat token on every space of the road board, starting with the first pothole space. During setup, place
Right. So we'll get right here. Doink. Output. Get rid of all that crap.
box without looking.
So we will move a little gap in between there so it sounds more natural. Like that.
Top of the box without looking. During setup, place a
There's really no reason for this gap.
setup, place a randomly drawn treat token on every space of the road board, starting with the first pothole space. Pick up treat tokens in the same way as the basic rules. You may use treat tokens in the same way as wild pop tokens, but only for the type of treat shown on the token.
So far, this sounds a lot like the first variant.
After using
This is where it changes.
After using a treat token, place it on the next empty road board space directly in front of the furthest.
So you won't be swapping out tokens. It'll be the same ones for the whole game.
Space directly in front of the furthest truck token.
I think this is it.
And that is it.
It is. So we'll put it out there.
And that is it. That is my rules reading for Rocky Road a la mode. If you are looking for Rocky Road a la mode, if you are looking for a specific section, please check the annotations below. And thanks for listening. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.
And that's it. Just put it in there and edit out all that crap at the end. And go back to the beginning. Give it a bit of a listen.
This is the Eric Booth, and I'm back again with a rules reading. And today's going to be Rocky Road a la mode. Designed by Josh Mills, published by Green Couch Games. Rocky Road a la mode. Get in the driver's seat and feel what it's like to live the life of a sweet treat trucker.
So there you go. That's how I edit my podcast segments, these rules readings, videos, everything. It's with the key. There's a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. If you learn those keyboard shortcuts, you can really save yourself a ton of time. So that's it. I think only one person came in watching me live, but that's all right. I'm still thinking I'm going to post this to YouTube. So that's it. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.